Well, if you remember last time, you filled the system with refrigerant and then you removed the gauges and left because the electrician couldn't finish the wiring. Well, the electrician just come and he finish his job. Simple as such. You return to the premises, you put the gauges into the system, you turn the system on. The system promptly comes alive. You can see the electronic displays coming alive. Then the compressor will be asked to start, and it will. Once the compressor starts, the refrigerants start to move through the system, and you'll see on the gauges that pressure change. The temperature in the condenser will change as well. So once the gauges are changing the pressure, sooner the condenser fan start running because it tried to cool the condenser. That's all good. And then the evaporator start to cool down, and the evaporator's fan start running to cool the cool room. Once you do all these things, the pressure stabilizes itself, you only look to the superheat and the subcooling, and your job is done. The only thing you have to do, just to watch the cycle a couple of times if you have time, so you'll see the system running and wait the pressure to drop until the compressor will be turned off, and then you have to wait until the cold room temperature will rise and the compressor will start again. I do this because I don't want to come back. When I'm finishing a work, I want to make sure the job is finished. So by looking at the system for a while after you start it and not running immediately, you can catch small errors here and there. So if you watch 1 or 2 cycles, then you can happily leave the premises. Is that all you have to do? And on the next video, I want to talk about troubleshooting. This is very easy what you see here. The compressor start, the pressure start to increase, the condenser fan sense it, and you start the fan. And then the evaporator. Most of the evaporator will start immediately. It is up to how much you would like to integrate the system. I like to control the evaporator temperature. I like to control the airflow into the cold room. I like to integrate things because for me, a refrigeration equipment or an air conditioning equipment or even a boiler, it is like a human being. And the sensors are like a nervous system. Everything which doesn't feel well will scream. And that voice will be seen onto this electronic display. It will tell me the compressor is faulty, the condenser have a problem with the temperature or the fan, the evaporator might be ice up, or the defrost coil might be burned or inefficient, maybe it's too much humidity. There's a lot of things to learn. So in the following video, the next one, I'm going to talk about how can you troubleshoot the compressors, and later on we'll go into inverter technology, which is a little bit complicated, and yet it is possible for everybody to learn. Now I want you to listen to this. In the beginning, this planet was full of all type of animals, including us, political animals. Some people believe God, some people believe the quantum physics, like a Big Bang effect and all these strings. I don't believe in anything. I don't even know what to believe about me and my existence, but I know one thing. When I was born, I was pure. I never hate anyone. I didn't know about religion or politics. I didn't have the concept of an ugly or beautiful person. I was just a pure software, not infected by the society. So then I went to school and I got all this education and I built a wall. And look into the wall. I didn't really like what was on that wall. And slowly I became ignorant. That wall became invisible to me. I wasn't aware of the wall I built around myself. So my ignorance cost me a lot in my life. I pay a big price. But then something happened to one point. I started to become aware that we have religion, we have science, and I was thinking, what is all this for? The religion, the science. I tried to find the common point. Then I realized prosperity, money, the will to get richer and to have more, even more than you need. And that created problems in the world. We gave up our freedom for all these goods, but the but the goods have to be protected. We create weapons, first to defend ourselves, then stronger weapons, so we can attack, control, manipulate. And we found out that it's very profitable. We create wars around the world in places which we've never been before. We have soldiers that fight for God knows what. And we're proud. We start selling weapons here and there, we create wars, and we get very rich. And we love it. We don't care about the little children which die because of us. Well, that is a little bit of perversity, isn't it? Well, yes, it is. But we create all this world till a point where we cannot handle what happened. And we might transform this planet in ashes. Well, the earth will come to an end. But why should be us the one to end it in this way? So because of this, I went back to my imaginary wall and I look and I look and I look. I thought something was wrong. I put my attention on that wall. And I tried to remember and to see every single brick I put in my life. I was scared, embarrassed, and ignorant. And I didn't even wanted to see the brick. But then I saw the brick and I remember what I did. And it was the image of me, the image I created. By thinking and thinking, I broke that wall and I could see further. I just realized that I'm part of everything. I became aware that I'm part of everything. And something happened to my wall. The bricks change. I start be surrounded by beautiful, beautiful bricks. When I realized that, I travel again beyond myself and I watch the planet from the big distance. And I realized that I've been given the second chance. So I think we all have a second chance. We only have to see it because the chance is there.